stop scrolling. You're about to win everything. Heaven is calling your name. Chosen one, do not scroll past this as if it were just another fleeting message. Pause, breathe, and open your spirit wide, because what is unfolding right now is not ordinary. This is not motivation. This is not a chance. This is a divine decree. You are standing at the threshold of a great shift, a turning point written into your destiny before time began. Every storm you have endured, every fire that has burned through your life, every moment you thought would break you, none of it was wasted. It was preparation. It was the proving ground where your spirit was forged into steel. And now the heavens are roaring with a single, undeniable truth. Your appointed hour has come. You are not reading this by coincidence. The weight in your chest, the trembling in your soul as these words reach you, this is heaven aligning with your name. The atmosphere around you is not still. It is trembling with movement, with divine rearrangement, with the unstoppable current of destiny converging upon your life. What once felt like silence was actually a strategy. What felt like a delay was divine timing. And now, in this moment, the delay is over. The waiting is over. The decree has been issued. You will rise. This is not a season of striving. This is not another battle to survive. This is the shift where the battle ends and the crown descends. The appointed hour does not come dressed in comfort. It arrives with urgency, with authority, with the weight of eternity pressing forward. And it is here, it is now. The heavens are opening, and their gaze is fixed solely on you. Chosen one, stand still for a moment longer and let this truth burn into your bones. This is not merely your time, this is your divine turning point. Nothing will remain the same after this. Nothing can. You did not survive by accident. You were forged. Chosen one, before you can carry the crown, you must understand the weight you have already carried. Look back for just a moment, not with regret, but with revelation. The nights when you wept alone, the days when you dragged your weary body forward while your soul felt shattered, the seasons when silence from heaven felt like abandonment, those were not wasted years. They were sacred battlegrounds. Every scar on your spirit is evidence of a war you endured and did not lose. You walked through fire, and though the flames tried to consume you, they became your refining furnace. People saw your struggle and mistook it for failure. They whispered that you were falling behind, that your dreams had died, that your story was over. They did not see what heaven saw, a warrior being tempered in secret. While the world dismissed you, heaven was studying you. Every tear became oil. Every disappointment became a stone in the foundation of your future throne. What looked like a delay was heaven building a fortress inside you, brick by brick, battle by battle, so when the time came, you would not only rise, you would remain. You carried burdens no one thanked you for. You endured betrayals that cut to the bone. You stayed faithful when walking away would have been easier. That endurance was not meaningless. It was a measurement. The weight of your trials has matched the magnitude of your calling. Heaven will never place a crown on an untested head, and you have been tested, chosen one, in silence, in shadow, in secret places. No one else will ever know. You passed every unseen trial with resilience that shook the unseen realm. Understand this with clarity. The pain did not disqualify you, it qualified you. The battles you fought were not proof of God's absence, they were evidence of His investment. He hid you not to punish you, but to protect what He was building inside you. You were never forgotten. You were being fortified. And now, having endured what should have destroyed you, you stand unbroken. The ashes on your feet are the proof of what you've survived, and the fire in your eyes is the prophecy of what's coming next. This victory is not random. It is the rightful harvest of every silent battle you've already won. Heaven is no longer watching. It is intervening. Chosen one, understand this. What is happening around you right now is not a coincidence, not luck, not a ripple of random fortune. It is a divine upheaval, a heavenly rearrangement that is dismantling what once bound you and positioning you for what has always been yours. This is not subtle. This is not gentle. This is the sound of eternity shifting its weight toward your life. And when heaven moves, nothing remains untouched. You are not in an ordinary season. You are standing in the epicenter of a spiritual collision where timelines are collapsing and promises long delayed are being rushed into your present. What once would have taken years will now unfold in moments because the King has stepped into your timeline. The invisible hand of God is rewriting the script while you are still standing on the stage, and the scenes that once played out in sorrow are being overwritten in real time with victory. This is not symbolic. This is real. This is now. For too long, you mistook stillness for absence. You assumed the silence meant nothing was happening. But heaven does not broadcast preparation. It conceals it. While you saw nothing shifting, the throne room was issuing decrees in your name. While you mourned what you thought was lost, heaven was preparing what could never be taken from you. The spiritual infrastructure has already been built. Now the manifestation will arrive with terrifying speed. Chosen one, let this truth cut through your doubt. The waiting season is officially over. There will be no more circling the same mountains, no more walking in circles through barren wilderness. The pillar of fire has moved, and when it moves, the people move. You are being called out of the holding pattern and into acceleration. This is not a gentle suggestion, it is a divine summons. Refusal is not an option. Hesitation is not safe. Destiny is no longer knocking, it is breaking the door from its hinges. This shift is not coming to test you. It is coming to enthrone you. The atmosphere around your life is crackling with divine voltage. The doors that resisted you will open not because you pushed harder, but because the King himself is turning their locks. Understand the gravity of this. Heaven is not merely permitting your rise, it is enforcing it. You are no longer being prepared, you are being positioned. And once this alignment is complete, nothing and no one will be able to stop what God has set in motion. The shift is here. It is irreversible. Step into it. Heaven has already spoken now. Creation is echoing it. Chosen one, the signs surrounding you are not accidents. The patterns you keep noticing, the unshakable nudges that stir inside your chest, the sudden shifts in people, places, and opportunities, these are not coincidences. They are divine signals, flashing like beacons in the night, urging you to step forward. You are not imagining this. Your spirit is picking up frequencies from heaven that your mind has not yet learned to explain. What you are sensing is real, and it is urgent. You have felt the tension, the restlessness that won't let you settle, the strange clarity that keeps rising in your heart when everything around you looks uncertain. This is heaven's way of telling you the old season has expired. You are no longer meant to fit where you once belonged. That discomfort is not failure, it is an announcement. You have outgrown the atmosphere that once contained you, and the signs are heaven's way of summoning you out. For too long, you doubted your intuition, second-guessed the voice whispering within you. But understand this with unshakable certainty. The Spirit does not lie. The same power that carried prophets through famine and fire is speaking inside you now, urging you to move. If you ignore it, the ground will begin to tremble beneath your feet, not to harm you, but to shake you free from where you no longer belong. Heaven is not asking, it is commanding. This is not the hour for hesitation. This is the hour for obedience. And as you respond, you activate the alignment. Every act of faith unlocks a hidden gate. Every bold step sends a ripple through the unseen, drawing what is destined for you closer at supernatural speed. The moment you declare it with your mouth, the heavens dispatch what your hands are meant to hold. This is why the instruction has come to speak your deepest desire, to write it, to seal it with 777, not as superstition, but as spiritual legislation. Heaven honors what you dare to declare. Silence delays destiny, but confession summons it. Do not shrink back, as though you are unworthy of what you are sensing. You are not being presumptuous. You are answering a summons. The signs are not testing you, they are crowning you. They are heaven's way of saying, it is time. So obey the pull, trust the signs. Step toward the unknown, because it is no longer unknown to God. The path has been carved in advance. All you must do now is walk it. This victory will not be hidden. It will be undeniable. Chosen one, understand this. The breakthrough coming toward you is not subtle. It will not slip quietly into your life, as if it must ask permission to exist. No, this victory will arrive like a trumpet blast from heaven, shattering the silence that once surrounded you. Those who doubted you, dismissed you, betrayed you, or buried you with their words will stand frozen, unable to deny what heaven has set in motion. They will not be able to explain it, and they will not be able to stop it. This will be a display of divine power so evident that even your enemies will have no choice but to say, surely the hand of God is upon them. But listen carefully. This victory is not about proving them wrong. Heaven does not waste glory on revenge. This is not about humiliating those who mocked you. It is about fulfilling what was written of you from the beginning. This is not a spectacle for applause. This is a coronation for a purpose. What you are about to step into is not merely a reward. It is an appointment, and appointments are not optional. Every delay you endured, every door that slammed shut, every prayer that seemed unanswered, none of it was punishment. It was preparation. You were never denied. You were being developed. The silence was not rejection. It was refinement. Heaven would not release the crown until your character could carry its weight. And now, that time has come. The waiting has served its purpose. The battle has been decided. The gavel has fallen. So hear this clearly. You do not have to fight for what is already yours. The war you thought you had to win has already been won. The struggle was never about obtaining the promise. It was about proving you could be trusted with it. And you have. You endured when it would have been easier to quit. You forgave when bitterness begged for your allegiance. You chose integrity when compromise whispered its poison. Those choices did not go unnoticed. Heaven saw them, and now heaven will reward them openly. This is why the victory will be public. What was once hidden will be unveiled. What was whispered will be shouted. You will not have to explain it or defend it. The results will speak for themselves. The favor coming to your life will not be quiet. It will be radiant, undeniable, and uncontainable. Chosen one, lift your head. This is not the hour to shrink. This is the hour to stand tall, to walk boldly, and to receive openly what has already been sealed with your name. The crown is descending. The silence is breaking. The victory is here, and the world will see it. Stop running. What you once chased is now running after you. Chosen one, this is the shift that changes everything. The days of striving are over. The years of chasing approval, recognition, provision, and open doors have ended. You no longer have to hunt down what heaven has already assigned to your name. What once stayed distant is now moving toward you with divine momentum. The blessing is not waiting for you to catch it. It is pursuing you. Understand this. You have already paid the price. You carried the weight when no one saw, when no one applauded, when no one cared. You sowed in silence. You served in obscurity. You fought invisible battles while the world watched others receive rewards. But heaven saw. Heaven counted every unseen sacrifice and stored every hidden seed. And now those seeds are breaking the ground all at once, bursting through the soil of your life with unstoppable force. This is not the result of luck. This is the return on your endurance. You are not stepping into a season of striving. You are stepping into a season of magnetic favor. Opportunities are beginning to track you down because your spirit now carries the scent of destiny. The people meant to help you are being drawn to you without explanation. Resources, alliances, platforms, they are being dispatched like arrows toward your name. This is not random. This is not a coincidence. This is the fulfillment of a spiritual law. What you sow, you must reap, and you, chosen one, have sown deeply. Release the compulsion to chase. Chasing implies scarcity, desperation, and fear of loss, but you are not in scarcity anymore. You are standing beneath an open heaven. The river has turned. The tide has shifted. The current is no longer against you, it is carrying you. Even the things you thought you missed will circle back, because what is meant for you cannot be lost, only delayed until the appointed hour, and that hour has come. You must also silence the voice of the ego that whispers, "This is too easy, it can't be real." That is the old programming of survival. It kept you alive in the wilderness, but it will sabotage you in the promised land. Ease is not deception, it is your reward. Rest is not laziness, it is proof of victory. Chosen one, you are no longer chasing, you are attracting. What once ran from you is now racing toward you. The pursuit has reversed. You are not begging for what is yours. You are standing still as heaven rushes to deliver it. This is the reward of endurance. You no longer move toward the blessing. The blessing moves toward you. Stop doubting who you are. Heaven has already decided. Chosen one, this is the moment where everything must shift, not outside you, but inside you. The battles you fought are over, but if you still see yourself as the one who must struggle, you will sabotage the victory already placed in your hands. You are no longer the wounded one. You are no longer the forgotten one. You are no longer the exile at the edge of the promise. You are the crowned one, and until you accept this identity, you will keep living beneath what has already been decreed as yours. For years, your mind has been trained to expect resistance, hardship, and rejection. It has whispered, "Nothing comes easy. Everything must be earned in pain." But hear this with absolute clarity. That voice is not truth, it is trauma. It is the echo of old battles that are no longer being fought. You are not who the past says you are. You are who heaven says you are. And heaven is declaring over you now, "This is my chosen one, and they are worthy." You must let this truth penetrate your bones. Worthiness is not something you earn, it is something you inherit. The crown is not awarded to the one who performs the best, it is placed on the one who has been appointed. And you have been appointed. The tests you endured were never about proving your value, they were about forging your capacity to carry what was already destined to be yours. The pain did not purchase your crown, it revealed that you were strong enough to wear it. So you must reject the false humility that tells you to shrink, to downplay your radiance, to hide your greatness so others feel comfortable. That mindset is incompatible with your mandate. Heaven is not calling you to survive quietly, it is commanding you to reign boldly. To keep pretending you are small would be to dishonor the one who called you great. Stand tall, lift your chin, let your spirit straighten its back under the weight of glory. Say it aloud until your mind bends to the truth. I am chosen, I am worthy, I am crowned. And as you say it, watch how the atmosphere shifts. Because when you accept your identity, creation responds. Doors will open not because you knocked louder, but because you finally stood like royalty. Favor will cling to you because it recognizes its rightful owner. This is not arrogance, it is alignment. Chosen one, heaven has already crowned you. The only thing left is for you to wear it. Refuse to walk like the wounded when you have been marked as the victorious. This is your identity now. This is who you are. Heaven will not hide what it has crowned. Chosen one, hear this clearly. What is coming will not be quiet. This victory will not slip into your life unseen, buried in shadows or disguised as coincidence. It will be public, it will be radiant, it will be impossible to deny. The same God who refined you in secrecy is about to reveal you in glory, and the unveiling will not be subtle. This is not a private blessing whispered behind closed doors. This is a divine announcement, a visible display of heaven's verdict over your life. For too long you were hidden. Heaven kept you concealed while others were celebrated, not because you were forgotten, but because what was being built inside you was too sacred to be exposed prematurely. While the world assumed nothing was happening, heaven was orchestrating everything. You were not buried, you were planted. And now, like a seed that has split open underground, you are breaking through the surface, and nothing can stop the bloom. Those who once dismissed you will watch in stunned silence. The very voices that mocked your silence will be forced to witness your sound. Your rise will not be a rumor, they will see it with their own eyes. They will see the favor on your life, and it will be undeniable. And understand this, heaven is not making your victory public for their applause, but for God's glory. Your story will become evidence that obedience is never wasted, that hidden seasons are never empty, and that the one who calls does not abandon. But know this too, public victory requires private stability. Do not let visibility lure you into vanity. This is not the moment to seek validation, it is the moment to carry responsibility. Heaven is not raising you to be adored, it is raising you to be effective. Do not confuse the crown for decoration, it is a weapon. Wear it with reverence, move with weight. Every word you speak, every step you take, will echo louder now, because the platform will amplify not just your gifts, but your character. And yet, do not fear this spotlight. It is not here to burn you, it is here to reveal what heaven has placed within you. The pressure you felt in your hidden season was not punishment, it was preparation. The crushing was necessary to release the oil, and now that oil will shine. This glow upon you is not cosmetic, it is consecration. Chosen one, you are stepping into a season where your life will speak louder than your words. You will not need to defend what heaven is doing. The fruit will speak. The transformation will be visible, undeniable, and irreversible. This is the moment where obscurity ends and assignment begins. Walk forward, not as the one who hopes to be chosen, but as the one who already has been. The curtain is lifting, the radiance cannot be denied. Heaven has decided, and now the world will see it. This victory is bigger than you, it is rewriting your bloodline. Chosen one, what you are stepping into is not just personal elevation, it is generational deliverance. This is not merely about you receiving blessings, it is about breaking ancient chains that have wrapped themselves around your family line for decades, even centuries. Cycles of lack, fear, failure, shame, silence, and smallness. These patterns that crushed your ancestors will end with you. The curse stops here, the cycle shatters now. You are not only rising for yourself, you are rising for everyone who came before you and for everyone who will come after. For years, the enemy tried to convince you that your struggles meant you were cursed, but in truth, they meant you were chosen to be the breaker of curses. You were sent into the very patterns meant to destroy your lineage, not to be consumed by them, but to dismantle them from within. Your suffering was strategic. The same fires that burned down your family tree are now the flames through which you are forging a new legacy. Heaven trusted you to be the turning point, the hinge on which your bloodline would swing from captivity to freedom. This is why your warfare was so intense. This is why the attacks against you were relentless. The enemy knew that if you rose, generations would rise with you. That if you walked free, others would never be chained again. That if you received the crown, you would not keep it to yourself, you would multiply it. This is the true weight of your calling. You are carrying the deliverance of many inside your victory. And heaven is not merely rewarding you, it is restoring everything your lineage lost. In your hands, blessings will not trickle, they will overflow. The wealth, wisdom, clarity, joy, creativity, and spiritual authority that were stolen from your family line are being returned to you with interest. You are not just inheriting what is yours, you are inheriting what they were denied. This is not compensation, it is redemption. Chosen one, understand this, your rise will echo through time. Children yet unborn will walk on the bridges you are building now. Your faithfulness will become their foundation. Your obedience will become their open door. They will not have to fight the battles you fought because you will have already won them. So carry this mantle with reverence. This is not a moment to play small. When you rise, rise knowing you are carrying a lineage on your shoulders. Rise with holy boldness, because heaven has entrusted you with a generational crown. You are not just winning, you are rewriting history. And from this day forward, your family's story will no longer be marked by bondage, but by blessing. The bloodline has turned, the chains have fallen, the legacy begins now. You are leaving survival. You are entering overflow. Chosen one, the season ahead of you will not resemble the wilderness behind you. This is not another round of scraping by, striving, or surviving on fragments. That chapter is closed. The famine has ended. The drought has broken. You are crossing the invisible line where life stops being an exhausting fight and becomes a sacred flow. This is the era of divine ease, and you were forged for it. Understand this clearly. Ease is not a sign of laziness. It is a sign of alignment. You have labored, sown, wept, and persevered through years of hidden struggle. You were trained in storms, tested in silence, and refined in fire. And because you endured, you are now being entrusted with a rhythm of life that will feel weightless compared to the heaviness you once carried. The same battles that once drained you will now fear you. The same obstacles that once resisted you will now part like water before you. Provision will become natural. Doors will swing open, not through striving, but through proximity, because heaven has marked you as favored. Ideas, opportunities, and resources will flow like rivers toward your name, not because you chase them, but because you have become magnetized by obedience. What once cost you everything will now cost you nothing. What used to take years will now take days. This is the reward of the faithful. What you used to sweat for will now come effortlessly. Do not confuse this ease for coincidence. It is a covenant. This is not the universe being kind. This is heaven honoring its word. The God who promised to restore the years is now accelerating the harvest. The seeds you planted in pain are producing fruit in abundance. You will eat without fear of lack. You will build without fear of collapse. You will rest without fear of loss. And this ease will not make you passive, it will make you powerful. Because when the pressure of mere survival is lifted, your spirit will finally be free to create, to lead, to build, to love. You will operate from overflow, not from emptiness. You will give without draining, bless without breaking, pour without running dry. This is the divine pattern. Filled to fill, blessed to bless, crowned to cover. Chosen one, accept this. You are stepping into a reality where striving dies and sovereignty begins. The old mentality of scarcity has no place here. This is not the land of barely enough. This is the land of more than enough. This is not temporary relief. It is permanent rain. The striving ends here. The overflow begins now. Step lightly, breathe deeply, and walk boldly, because this ease is not indulgence. It is an inheritance, and it is yours. This is the moment the crown descends. Chosen one, everything has led to this. Every hidden battle, every silent night, every unanswered question and unseen tear, none of it was wasted. It was all converging toward this single point in time. Your coronation. You are no longer waiting to be chosen. Heaven has chosen. The throne has spoken. And now, the crown that hovered above you is coming down to rest upon your head. This is not symbolic. This is not poetic. This is real. This is legal in the courts of heaven. You are not being offered a chance. You are being installed into a position. This is the moment where preparation ends and possession begins. No more rehearsing. No more proving. No more striving to be enough. You have been weighed, measured, refined, and found ready. And when heaven crowns, heaven enforces. No one can vote you out of what God has appointed you into. No accusation can revoke this. No enemy can override it. This authority does not rest on public opinion. It rests on divine decree. The same God who hid you in obscurity is now enthroning you in the open, and he will defend what he establishes. This is why the resistance has been so fierce. The enemy was not fighting your present, he was terrified of your future. But he has lost. The verdict has been sealed. The crown is descending. Do not tremble under its weight, rise beneath it. You were built to carry this. Your humility has anchored you, your endurance has strengthened you, and your faith has positioned you. Now heaven is placing you where you are always meant to stand. This is not the end of the journey. It is the beginning of your reign. From this moment on, walk differently, speak differently. Move with the quiet boldness of one who knows they are sent. Opportunities will come not as tests, but as assignments. Influence will come not as temptation, but as territory. You are no longer a seeker, you are a steward. No longer a wanderer, you are a ruler. And understand this, the crown is not a decoration. It is a commission. It is not for display. It is for dominion. You are not crowned to be celebrated. You are crowned to bring change. Your life is now a mandate, a vessel of heaven's agenda on the earth. This is why you must not shrink, hesitate, or apologize. You wear this by right. You walk in this by decree. Chosen one, take the crown, stand tall. Step into the place prepared for you from the beginning. The waiting is over. The proving is finished. The mantle is yours now. This is your coronation. This is your destiny. Walk in it. You are no longer waiting for victory, you have become it. Chosen one, this is the final revelation. Victory is no longer an event you are hoping to reach. It is now your identity. You are not standing at the edge of a breakthrough. You are walking as the embodiment of it. What was once a distant promise has fused into your very nature. This is no longer about a single moment of triumph. This is about the birth of a new reality. You are the living proof that heaven keeps its word. Everything about you has changed. Your voice carries authority now because it carries the weight of fulfillment. Your presence shifts atmospheres now because you are clothed in glory. You are no longer the one begging for doors to open. You are the door. You are no longer chasing opportunities. You are the opportunity heaven is sending into rooms. The shift is complete. You are not just someone who won a battle. You are the victory that will walk into future battles and end them before they begin. And understand this. This victory is permanent. It will not fade. It will not evaporate when circumstances fluctuate. It is not tied to applause, achievements, or human validation. It flows from a deeper place, the eternal decree of heaven. Even if storms roar, this victory will not be shaken. Even if enemies rise, they will crumble before they can touch you. What God establishes cannot be uprooted. And you, chosen one, have been established. Carry yourself with the gravity of this truth. Speak with the weight of someone who knows heaven has spoken. Move through each day, not as one trying to hold on to a blessing, but as one who has become the blessing. You are now the vessel through which heaven will pour freedom, healing, and abundance into others. Your story will become a blueprint. Your life will become a prophecy. When people encounter you, they will encounter hope, and they will know it is real because they will see it breathing through you. This is the new rhythm of your existence. No striving, only reigning. No begging, only building. No scarcity, only overflow. Your heart will not flinch at delay, because you will know delay cannot dethrone what is eternal. Your spirit will not tremble at opposition, because you will know opposition cannot withstand what heaven has ordained. You will walk through fire and not smell like smoke. You will stand in storms and not sway. You will move through the earth as living evidence that divine victory is not fragile, it is final. So make this your declaration, not once, but every day until the earth and the heavens recognize it. I am chosen. I am crowned. I am victorious. Say it until it saturates your bones. Say it until your mind submits to it. Say it until creation bends to accommodate it. Because from this moment forward, you are not striving for victory. You are carrying it. You are not waiting to shine, you are radiating. This is not a temporary rise, it is a permanent enthronement. Chosen one, the journey is complete. The proving is finished. The transformation is sealed. You are the victory. Walk the earth as proof of it. It is finished, and it has only just begun. Chosen one, heaven leans close now, not to command, not to warn, but to whisper. This is not the voice of urgency anymore. This is the voice of completion. The roar has quieted into a stillness that hums with glory. The throne is silent, not because it has forgotten you, but because it has already spoken. The scroll has been sealed. The crown has been set. Your name has been etched into eternity's tapestry, and nothing can erase it. The war is over. The shadows that chased you have vanished like mist. The hands that once held you down have turned to dust. The weight you carried through sleepless nights has dissolved at your feet. All that remains is light, pure, unshakable light, streaming from the heart of heaven through the life that is now yours. And yet, this is not the end. It is the unveiling. This is not the closing of your story. It is the first breath of your reign. You will not rise as the wounded survivor anymore. You will rise as the radiant sovereign, not trembling, but thundering, not begging, but blazing. Every step you take from here will leave imprints of glory in the soil, so that those who walk after you will know the ground is safe because you walked it first. Heaven wants you to know you are trusted, you are guarded, you are carried. You are no longer running toward destiny, you are carrying destiny inside you. You are not seeking favor anymore, you have become the dwelling place of favor itself. Angels have been assigned, not to rescue you, but to accompany you. You are not entering battle, you are entering rest, and from rest you will reign. So walk slowly now, not from fear, but from reverence. Breathe deep, because eternity is breathing through you. Smile without apology, because heaven is smiling through you. You are no longer the question, you are the answer. It is finished, heaven whispers again, and now you begin.